Yes, Ersky, we are live.
Of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful
Zane TV. Okay, where you streaming, bro? Don't tell me you're out here streaming against me now.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Lumen Field. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw on the first play, it's Smith. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. Gino now on 1st and 10. Oh, Conley again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
No. Why you get her a marker? Don't get her a marker. Come on, all right, wipe. Come here, go get me a wipe.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. Into the hands of Lockett. Complete. They'll get maybe 3.
Bad baby.
And it's
Come here.
Set up 3rd down.
Oh.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Got it with Smith and Jigba.
That's a claw.
And he will score.
You have to wash your hands after you touch that. Go wash your hands.
Seattle. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to
Don't touch your face and nothing. Wash your hands.
First possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish a rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
And that is incomplete. Aggressive play here to score on that opening drive, but they don't get the 2, and it remains 6-0. So the lead is at 6-0.
Come here.
This one is kicked off.
Come here.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims.
Turn the light off, yeah.
Up past the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Rayshawn Jenkins. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is How fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. So after one, it's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. The Seahawks are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A dive, and he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Here's a handoff to Williams. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action with Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll throw. It's Nix. That one caught Devon Vele. 17 yards that time for number 17. A 1st down throw for Nix. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle.
Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
On 1st down, here's Geno to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A 1st down throw for Smith. That's over the middle and intercepted. And now he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up. A turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. He connects with Mims. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Estime. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you...
And he'll take it on in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. The Broncos are on the board. It's now 14-7. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Here's Smith to return it. Big opening up the middle. To the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Denver. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
That is incomplete. They were trying to take the lead, but they're going to remain down by a point. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be backed up now to start this drive. Smith now to throw on 1st down. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. There's the big tight end pass. And he will dive into the end zone. 92 yards. Huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over possession here at the 44.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, Smith. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by P.J. Locke. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. A huge play in this game, and now the defense is given the opportunity to tie this one up as they've cut the deficit to just 2. What a big play.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. I mean, they find themselves trailing here in the second half, and not only does the defense make the play of the game, but as you said, they got a chance now to go for 2 and tie this thing up.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On 1st and 10, here's Smith. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. This defense getting their ears back, coming to get him again. Working out of the gun, Smith taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here.
Yeah.
Try to break the tie.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
Oh, my God.
And downfield, it's Franklin. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jaleel McLaughlin, touchdown Broncos. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Here's Geno. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure.
I don't know how I'm getting cheated like this. This is crazy to me.
And it'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that is...
What happened?
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down. They'll go. Smith. Got a man. It's Lockett. And he's going to have the Seahawks, and he's going to have the Jets. Smith taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And this will be incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Smith. He's going to dial up another deep ball. He is in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll run. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd down. They'll run here. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short
I
field.
knew that shit was coming, bro.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Second down. Nix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down. They'll stick to the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. On 2nd down, it's Nix. That ball intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Gino now on 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. On 2nd down, it's Gino. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Now he'll run. Gino's been around, knows how to slide. Get out of harm's way after picking up the 1st down. Shotgun run now with Walker. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Smith from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down. to throw. Smith. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the handoff, this is Walker. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Now, Gino. The ball's out. But somehow it comes right back to him. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
On fourth down, here's Smith.
That was a PI. Oh, my God. That was a cold-hearted PI. Damn.
A first down throw for Nix.
No. What happened? Why not?
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That's good for
She gonna share it. Share it.
Putting the tight end in motion. Nix, how to throw it here on first down. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Double overtime is crazy. Double overtime.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. On the ground, McLaughlin.
Give me that shit.
The Seahawks scoop it up.
Yeah, as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Walker, first down and more. Down the sideline to the 20.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. Young MISSIONARY. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got art.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Starting from the 5. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And they steal it back on the return. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Not exactly the big play that these reworked kickoffs were designed to promote, Brock, but hey, excitement's excitement, right? And it is hard to beat the old scoop and score.
Don't tell that kicking team that wasn't a big play. This is what they work on all week long, Kate. This is how they become special as a special teams unit to punch it out and take it back to the house.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Smith start with a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the set. Getting out to his left. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, he can hit the showers. It's already an excellent game for him, and we're just 3 snaps into this sucker. 2 sacks, and he's instantly become one of the biggest storylines to start this game.
He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And a man is there to knock that away. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Jukes one defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. On 1st down, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And now it's second down. Part of what's earned him status, Bronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Third and a lone yard coming up. They go to Barkley again. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the pistol, Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. First down, a run with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. With some trickery here on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Seahawks in need of some points before the break. First down, ball at the 36. From the gun, Smith. Escapes the pocket. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. He's trying another one deep. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Throwing from the gun here. That's caught for the first. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Option play. They give it to Barkley. This is ahead for about 5. Leonard Williams applying the hit there. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Forced out to his right. That pass caught by Dotson. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
One final shot before halftime. Flush out now to his left. Throwing for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. Hurts to throw. As the open man downfield. A lot of mess on the move here. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offense up to the line fast. Smith on 1st down. Finds Smith-Njigba. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down, Smith to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. Chased out to his right. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Working quickly here. Smith on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Smith back to throw. He connects downfield on 4th. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Kickoff taken at the 13. New set of downs for him at the 38. They send a tight end in motion. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins makes the play. At the 20. And he makes the Husker. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be.
Trying to locate it. Oh, no, he lost it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Boye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Hurts setting up to throw. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They give to Barkley, left side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On second down, here's Barkley. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. What?
Running it.
Third and just 2 to go. Running right, it's Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
He'll throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on fourth down. That was impressive. First and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield. Back who can show off his wheels.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's able to push forward to the 25. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles going for the win here. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Saquon. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Throwing now. Taken in by Smith. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down. They run it with Saquon. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. To the ground with Barkley. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Now Barkley. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. And that one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Trying to push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they got the field goal when it mattered most. That kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory. So long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.